Hey guys, Adam Time Lord Fishwick here, and welcome back to another Spider-Man review. In this video I will be reviewing Spider-Man 3. This will be fun, but before I get started, I want to mention a great friend of mine. He has been on the channel a few times. Yeah, he's a great friend of mine, and I just want to say welcome back to YouTube, and I will be saying that to Alex Goddard. So if you haven't heard of Alex Goddard's channel, I should definitely suggest you should go and check him out, because he is fantastic and he has done some great content on his channel. I will leave a link down in the description for his channel so you guys can check him out, and definitely subscribe to him because he deserves it. And I think he's an underrated YouTuber, and he deserves a lot of love for his channel. So good to see you back, Alex. So Spider-Man 3, what? I just want to say sorry about the slight delay. I just haven't had time to continue with it though, but I'm here now. I've also watched the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy with Andrew Garfield, so I'll be reviewing him next. So Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst and James Franco. I'm not going to say any of the other cast because I can't remember them, so you guys know. So I'm just going to say the character's name, Eddie Brock, Flint Marko, Gwen Stacy, and Aunt May, all of them. So Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007. I was 11, and I remember watching this one at the cinema. I remembered it really well. I actually had to. I actually missed the last few minutes of it actually, because apparently the cinema building had to evacuate because there was a fire alarm. So sadly I didn't get to watch the rest, but when I got back home, one of my neighbours had a copy of it, so I managed to watch the rest of it, but it was kind of bad quality though, but it was good enough. It was good enough for me because I really wanted to know what happened in the end. At the time, I used to really like Spider-Man 3. I thought I because I was only young at the time. But I've seen Spider-Man 3 loads of times, and I thought it's been great. But when I got older, I kind of see the faults in this film, and when I watched it from my last marathon, from my marathon of Spider-Man, and in the Tobey Maguire era, I didn't really enjoy it because of the bad story to it. I didn't even like Peter Parker in it. I mean, I know that he was he was being a dick as wearing the black suit. At the time, I know a lot of people say it's cringy, and I accepted that it's cringy, with the whole Peter Parker being all punk and just walking down the streets of New York, and going like that to the women and all that. At the time I thought that was cool, but now I just think, Peter, what are you doing? Like, at the time I just thought, it's the suit that's making him do this, which it still is though, but that's when you just don't really like Peter Parker, but you know, I could at the time I could revolve from that though. But when I rewatched it, Spider-Man 3, I didn't like Peter Parker in general. I just I don't know. I just think he was being too confident. I mean, I know that his life was at the beginning. His life was going great. Like he was balancing the part of him being, you know, Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which I like, but I just think he was being a bit too confident, and he was saying some cheesy lines, and yeah. But I think my main problem with this film was probably having Venom and Sandman, because and also having Harry Osborn as the next Green Goblin. But I didn't really have much of a problem with that. It was just more having Venom and Sandman. It's because I think there was too much going on. Like, you know, I think my problem with Sandman was just that because he killed Ben Parker. It wasn't the other guy. At the time, I thought that was alright, but I just think I liked the guilt Peter had when he let the other guy go, and you think that he's killed Ben, but really it was his mates, and I just didn't really like that, because I just liked the guilt that Peter Parker had when he was responsible of Uncle Ben's death, and he had to tell Aunt May. And I just think that scene in Spider-Man 2 when Peter was saying to him about Aunt May about he was responsible about Uncle Ben's murder, and I just thought, that was some good drama going on there with Tobey Maguire. I can't remember Aunt May's the actress's name, but yeah, I just think that I just think Spider-Man 3 just ruined that, and I think also having Gwen Stacy and Eddie Brock in it was a bit of a mistake, because from what I know from the comics, Gwen Stacy was supposed to be Peter's first girlfriend, not Mary Jane. I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure, but yeah. I just think there was too much going on. It was messed up, and then yeah, it's just I think the story was it was all over the place, and when Venom took over Spider-Man's suit, and then it went on to that scene when Spider-Man in the black suit is just on that building, like, where am I in the suit? This feels good. I mean, like, he just seemed to accept it straight away. I mean, I think I would be questioning it, like, how did it get onto my onto my suit and all that, and I don't really understand how when Peter came back into his apartment and he was looking at the red suit, and then he had like a cupboard of it, and it was in there, and then you see that scene earlier when Venom's thing's taking over Spider-Man's suit, and you just think that the black suit is taken over from the red suit. It just seemed like he had two, and I just thought, right, okay, yes, moving on. But I just think that yeah, I don't think they should have had Gwen Stacy in it because it was just I don't know, it's just something I just can't really explain, and yeah, and I just think they should have got rid of Sandman and Venom, and then just concentrated it on to Harry, to the whole bit of him. You know, he's still convinced about that Peter killed Harry's father. But I think my also one problem about that scene was just about when Harry's butler tells him later on, just tells him later on, so late into the film, and I'm just like, why couldn't have you just said that at least Spider at the end of Spider-Man 2, so it would show that maybe Harry won't go after Peter. He would forgive him. He'll understand. But no, he just had to leave it so late. I think that was also one of my only problems with it, though. But I would say, to be honest, though, if that, I can also probably agree with that as well. If Harry's butler didn't tell Harry about what happened, I don't think that Harry would have, you know, became the Green Goblin and then saved Peter as Spider-Man later on, after when Sandman's just punching him to death and Venom strangling him with his web. But I just think, you know, also the only problem I have with the whole trilogy of Tobey Maguire is that Mary Jane is always in trouble at the end of the film, and I just think that's just ridiculous. Like, Spider-Man 1, she's being taken by Green Goblin. Spider-Man 2, Dr. Octopus takes her and puts her into chains, and now Spider-Man 3, Venom takes her, and Sandman, and they're asking for Spider-Man to come, and I just think that was just, yeah. But I would say that the scene with Harry just dying was just, you know, that was heartbreaking because I liked Harry. But overall, I just think this film, that Spider-Man 3 was so cheesy, and I really was not enjoying it, and I can see why now. And I think if I told my younger self that, he would not agree with me at all. So yeah, I'm ranking Spider-Man 3 a weak 4. It is my least favourite for all the Spider-Man films, even Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Spider-Man 3. Tell me what you guys think of Spider-Man 3. If you like it, fair enough. I'm happy enough to accept it. If you don't like it, then yeah, just tell me what you guys think in the comments. And yes, I shall be back doing reviewing Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, who is underrated. I think he needs more appreciation. So, okay, guys, that's it from me. Again, well done, Alex. I'm glad to see you back, and I cannot wait to see more videos for you. So, I shall see you soon then, guys. Bye for now.